Hi students. For those of you who wanted some extra help with Workbook Exercise 39, this is what this video will be. There will be other opportunities to continue to review this. In fact, I think later this week there's a review assigned, and I think there may be 1 or 2 word problems actually assigned. It's not handed in to be graded, but I would encourage you to do even more than that just to make sure that you understand. Well, let's go ahead and turn to exercise 39 in your workbooks. That will be page 115. Okay? So, number 1 says a film show started at 7:30 p.m. and lasted 1 hour and 45 minutes. What time did the show end? They already did the drawing for you, but it may be more helpful to draw it like this. Okay, so I know it was 1 hour and 45 minutes, so let's mark our hour. That's 8:30. And then what is 45 minutes after 8:30? Okay, let's start thinking about what a clock looks like. If you look at 8:30, the minute hand is right at the 6, correct? Let's get to the next hour, okay? The next hour would be 9 o'clock, and that would be 30 minutes. So let's mark it like this and say, let's say 9 o'clock. Here's 30 minutes. How many minutes of that 45 minutes are remaining? Now I have 15 more minutes after 9 o'clock, giving me what time? 9:15. So to answer the question, what time did the show end? The show, ended at 9:15 p.m. Okay? Did you see how I did that? I worked to get to the hour of 8:30. There's my 1 hour, and then I had 45 minutes left. So I broke it up. I used 30 minutes to get me to 9 o'clock so I could get to the hour. And then from that 45, when I take 45 minus 30, I had 15 remaining minutes. So I just added 15 minutes to 9. Okay? Let's go ahead and do another one together. Let's go ahead and do number 2. Eric started fishing at 4:40 p.m. He caught the first fish at 6 p.m. How long did it take him to catch the fish? Just like the drawing shows, we don't know how long or what period of time has passed. So what we're going to do is work for the hour. We go to the next hour. So 4:40, what's the next hour? 5:40. Okay, there's 1 hour. But 5:40 to 6, is that 1 hour? No. Look at a clock if you need to, but if you also know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, you could take 5:40 you can take 40 from 60, or 60 minus 40 to give you, how much? We had 20 minutes left between 5:40 and 6 p.m. So to answer the question, it took 1 hour and 20 minutes to catch the first fish. Okay? I think you can see that. Went a little bit long. Sorry about that. The first fish. Okay, let's go ahead and move to number 3. A concert started at 7:35 p.m. Cameron reached the theater 25 minutes before time. What time did he reach the theater? We looked at this in our textbook. We're going to have to work backwards. So let's go ahead and have the concert starting at 7:35 p.m. But we know that he got there 25 minutes before. When did he get there? All right. We have to take 25 minutes from 35 minutes. I bet some of you can even do that in your head. How many minutes? That's right. We don't have a whole hour to work with. We only have minutes. So we want to take 35 minus 25, and that gives us 10. So he came at 7:10. So our sentence would say, he came at 7:10 p.m. Remember, there's just 25 minutes difference from 7:35 to 7:10. Sometimes you can even look at a clock. Remember how I mentioned that in the video? Sometimes if you can't picture it in your head, you can look at a clock. Maybe you have one at home, but that will help you understand what 25 minutes is, okay? So be sure to look at the clock if this feels a little bit rough. Let's go ahead and turn the page to number 4. Some of you may be feeling ready to go do this on your own, and if so, I encourage you to be independent and go ahead and try the next 3. For those of you who would like just a little bit more review, that's fine too. We're going to go move to number 4, okay? We're going to learn about Hillary. Hillary arrived at the airport at 7:40 p.m. The plane she was taking did not leave until 9 p.m. How long did she wait at the airport? So she came at 7:40, and then we know that the plane did not leave until 9 o'clock. What do we want to do? We want to get to the hour. So let's get an hour's worth in here. There's 1 hour. 7:40 to 8:40 gives me 1 hour, right? Now, how much time is spent between 8:40 and 9 o'clock? Some of you can already think, I know what 60 minus 40, and that's 20. But for those of you who may need some help, you can think of 8:50, that's 10 minutes, and then 9 o'clock is 10 minutes. You see how you have 10 and 10? Yeah, that's a way to do it too. But we know that this is a total of 20 minutes. So how long did she wait at the airport? She waited 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay? Okay. Number 5, we're going to read about Travis. Travis drove home to the zoo. He left home at 7:35 a.m. and arrived at the zoo 45 minutes later. What time did he arrive at the zoo? So we have him leaving his house at 7:35 a.m. We don't know what time he arrived at the zoo, but we know that there was a span of 45 minutes. Okay, we can't go to the next hour because there hasn't even been an hour. We've only had 45 minutes. So let's think about it this way, okay? Let's see if we can use 45 minutes to make this into an hour. Let's try that, okay? So let's go ahead and let's move. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to give myself some space. Let's get to 8 o'clock. Let's get to the next hour like that. Okay? 35 minutes to 8 o'clock. How many minutes would that be? You can also think of 60 minus 35, or you can look at a clock. "25 minutes. All right. And then I have how many minutes left? I'm going to have 20 minutes left on this side then, because I'm taking 45 minus 25, okay? And that gives me 20 minutes. So then he, sorry, I should label it a.m. He gets there at 8:20 a.m. He arrived at 8:20 a.m. So I had 45 minutes, so I got to an hour by using some of those minutes. To get from 7:35 to 8, I took 25 of those 45, and then I had to go back and get that 20. It's going back to that conversion conversation we've had, you know? So you want to break that up into two parts, okay? If that still seems rocky, that's okay. There'll be more practice coming. Let's go ahead and do number 6. I'm going to talk about 2 people here. We have James taking 1 hour and 40 minutes to row his boat across the lake, and then Adam, who took 2 hours and 5 minutes. So we want to know how much longer Adam took than James, okay? We're going to have some subtracting to do, right? So let's go ahead and mark off that Adam took 2 hours and 5 minutes. And then we're going to mark James's time, which is going to be 1 hour and 40 minutes. We want to know the difference. Okay, we've done these with bars, but now I'm using them with the time plots that we've been working on. So let's go ahead and convert this, because we know if we were to do this, watch. I can't do that, can I? I can't take 40 from 50. So I need to borrow an hour, and I need to make this, instead of 5 minutes, I'm going to add 60 minutes to that 5, giving me 65 minutes. So let's take 65 minus 40. How many minutes would that be? 25. So we want to say that Adam took 25 minutes longer. Okay, again, students, this was for extra practice, and I know you're going to need even more practice. And so I encourage you that when we have our review, to make sure that you do 1 or 2 problems that are assigned, but then that you even go beyond those, and there's a few more that aren't assigned. And try practicing those just to make sure you have it. It's actually quite fun once you get the hang of it. Have a good day.